Welcome, magical soul. My name is Christina, and I am the CEO of Lightwork and Energy Balance, a holistic space dedicated to helping you find your happy. Today, in this audio, we're going to discuss spirit guides. What are spirit guides? Angels, ancestors? How can they communicate with us? Why is it important to hold certain boundaries with them? And some other things. Now, if you're not familiar with Lightwork and Energy Balance, at the core of everything, we do one simple mission: follow your heart and not the opinions of others. So many of you have been reaching out with these questions, and today I just wanted to make the time to come to you and answer them. There is so much magic being offered through our community, including deep dive workshops and guided meditations. But today, I just want to give you some immediate clarity. So let's dive into some of these questions together. Now, the first common question is, how do I connect with my spirit guides? Now, your spirit guides are basically your energetic team. They can be your angels, they can be ancestors, they can also be, as we keep saying, guides. Well, what is a guide? A guide is basically a teacher, an energetic teacher that watches you, that slowly nudges you, that is an invisible best friend. Except the caveat with it is your guides, angels, ancestors do not interfere unless you ask. You have to ask. You have to communicate with them. Well, how do you communicate with them? Really simple. Exactly how I'm communicating with you right now. Or you could write it down. Speaking your words is incredibly powerful. Same with writing your words. Since ancient times, magic has taught that while thoughts and vibrations are powerful, speaking and writing gives life to your intent. So if you are having a hard day, for instance, and you need a pick-me-up, you could ask your guides. You could say, hey, guides, teams, Jerry, whatever you call them, and ask for help. There's been times where I had a really hard emotional time, and I had to enter a building and people with people, and I was having a hard time not crying. And I spoke to my team. I said, listen, I cannot be in this mental, emotional situation right now. I need to think. I have to write notes. I was going to school. Can you help me? And within 5 minutes, I stopped crying. And it was one of those, like, did I do it because I asked, or did I do it because I finally... But it's one of those, we will never know, will we? But I do talk to my guides. I do ask for their help. And it's been remarkable. And I encourage you, start talking to them. You could make comments about, why you feel a certain way. Or is this person good for me? So speaking to your guides allows them to know what's going on with you. And then when you give them permission to help you, they can. What is the proper protocol for inviting guides? So it is vital to use specific language to ensure that you are only working with safe, benevolent energies. So, for instance, you could say, spirit guides, I call upon you now to give you access to my field. I call upon those spirit guides who have been assigned to me, who are in healed space, who have crossed into the light, I welcome you. Those spirits that have not been in healed light, I thank you for being here, but I ask for you to go. You're not welcome in this container at this time. This is a tight container, only for spirit guides and energies of high vibration. You don't have to use all those words, but if you have any questions, you can email me and I could clarify a little bit more. But I think you understand now. Why is it important to specify beings of light or to emphasize energies, entities, guides that have been in healed space? Well, not all entities that want to guide us are in healed space or even have your best interest at heart. Some may be unascended spirits looking to drain or harvest energy from your rituals rather than support them. By specifying those in light, you are creating a protective space. This is where boundaries come from. This is why you want to protect your threshold. Every time you enter a room, for instance, or a space, you're entering a new threshold. In the energy world, in the guides world, we get to say what energies can cross those thresholds. Never underestimate the power within you. Understanding the higher self. What is the higher self? Well, your higher self is the highest vibration attuned to you. It's like your older sister metaphor, just someone that knows more than you, is wiser than you, and is just gently guiding you. Your higher self does not judge you. Your higher self has nothing to do with your ego. Your higher self is the silent witness, the witness that sees everything that goes on, the things that you don't talk about, the things that you share, all the things. Higher self is always there. So when we connect to our higher self, we are connecting to a higher aspect within ourselves. Someone that knows more than us, that has over hundreds of years of experience and knows us to that depth. We're talking you, I, all of us are under 100 years old. So imagine having a big sister or a big brother that has more experience that could help you. And that's exactly what the higher self is. It is the sum of all your kindness, beauty, intelligence, and your strength connected to one energy source, which is you. So I thought that was really awesome, isn't it? Now, are spirit guides the same thing as angels? No, as the quick answer would be. Spirit guides usually have been human at some point, that has descended on earth, experienced life on earth, and now they're on the other side helping guide you on your journey. So they kind of have a schema, an understanding of what's going on and what you might be going through. But they're just observing. You need to talk to them if you need help. They'll sit there and watch you cry until you ask for help. They won't help. But they are here to help you ascend to pure spirit. Now, angels were never human and will never incarnate as humans on this planet. They belong to a different caste, if you would. Generally considered of the higher order than spirit guides. So they're super benevolent and they're very helpful, but they've never walked Earth per se. Earth angels, that's a good question. I would like to think that they have, and then they could be a spirit guide, but I'm not sure. So, can ancestors be spirit guides? Yes, but there's a caveat. Because of blood relations, ancestors often have a sense of devoting to you. So you may notice your uncle or your grandma or your great niece, or maybe not great niece, but somebody, you feel their energy a little bit more. But not all ancestors have crossed over to the light. Some are still working through their own challenges. So you should only invite ancestors who are fully ascended to the light to participate in your rituals, because you want to have the higher vibrations to create your ultimate bestest and highest, whatever that looks like for you. Signs of communication. So how do you know that your guides are communicating with you? Well, there's angel numbers, for instance. If you constantly, you pause Netflix and it goes 1111, you're like, how did that happen? And then you pause it again and it goes 1 2 3 4. So synchronicities or repetitive numbers. It could be anywhere. It could be on your phone. It could be on the computer. It could be driving, and all your license plates have all these synchronicities. You could be talking, you could be in a meditation, hearing something. Bananas are yummy. And then you go to the bookstore and you overhear a conversation. Mommy, bananas are yummy. And you'll be like, that's weird. And then you go over to your friend's house and you have some coffee and your friend looks at you and is like, you know what? Bananas are yummy. And it's going to drive you crazy. But just know that is your guides. That is your team. That is your higher self communicating with you. Letting you know that you're not crazy. That thought, bananas are good. There's something to it. Maybe you need more magnesium in your system. But that's how you can tell that they're communicating with you. It could also be finding pennies on the floor. It could be feathers. Every symbol or signals are different. There can be, besides synchronicities, there could be different senses. Like you can have a smell that could come to you. You can hear something, have a knowing, see something move out of nowhere. Has that ever happened to you? Never underestimate it, And so all this is very helpful tools. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different ways. Have you ever, songs? It could communicate through songs, messages. You could have a stranger come up to you and say something random to you, and it hits home, like they knew your life story. Those are different ways for spirit to communicate with you. Now, I'm really excited with sharing this information because I know it's not spoken about as often as it really should be. So I'm excited, and I hope these answers brought a little bit more light to the path today. Remember, the answers you seek are already within you. You just have to trust that inner voice over this noisy world. If this resonates with you, know that this is just the beginning. We offer full meditations. We do new moon and full moon rituals if that's something that calls to you. But regardless of what you're watching on YouTube, make sure to follow your heart and not the opinions of others. And until then, stay in your light. Have a magical day.